Hi everybody, I am Nuala from West Wicklow Yoga. Thank you very much for joining my channel here today. I'm doing the third part and final part of the 3 classes of beginners, absolute beginners yoga. If you have done the other classes, great, because that was incorporating movement and breath to get into that rhythm of breathing and moving together. And this final part, we're going to work with movement and breath work in a nice flowy way and help you to loosen out, strengthen that little bit and feel really good about yourself. It's great to do this in the morning, afternoon, nighttime, anytime at all really, because it just clears your head and opens you out. And hope you really enjoy it, because we're going to get starting. Okay, so from here, come down into the table position. And when you come down into the table position, we're going to start with just loosening out all the joints and loosening out all the joints in one go, which is a really handy thing to do when you're in a hurry. So sliding your hands away from your shoulders, curling your toes under, taking your knees a little bit more further apart than you normally would, and from here coming forward, rolling around into your hips and back towards your toes, and moving your shoulders and your knees and rolling around in circles in one direction, relaxing your elbows, your head, your neck, and really trying to loosen the whole body out. Do this about 5-6 times in one circle, working deep into your knees as well, working into the wrists. And now from here, change direction. Starting to inhale gently in and out through your nose. And last one. Good. And now from here, take your hands right under your shoulders into that table position, relaxing your toes, your feet behind you. Dip into your tailbone and look straight ahead, and just hold that for a moment, just to broaden the chest, stretch up through your arms, breathe in through your nose gently. Fill your lungs with air. And as you exhale, chin down deep into your chest, draw your belly in and stretch up through your arms in the cat posture. 4 more times. Inhale, dip into your lower back, look straight ahead. Exhale, curling, chin deeply in, belly in, stretching up through those arms, broadening in your upper back. Inhale, dip into your lower back, look up if you can towards the ceiling, broadening your chest. Exhale, rolling into the cat. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. And lean back towards your heels without touching the heels with your bum. Inhale, come all the way back up again. Dip into your lower back. Look up at the ceiling. Broaden your chest. Exhale, chin down into your chest, belly in, and lean back towards your heels, getting that nice opening in your upper back. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, and leaning back all the way towards your heels. And now from here, you're going to get your right arm and take it right underneath the body and stretch your other arm all the way out in front of you. Slide your hand back. Inhale, raise your arm up. Exhale, take it down and slide it forward. 2 more times, softening your shoulders. Inhale, raise your arm all the way up, lifting the chest as well. Exhale, coming all the way back down with your arm forward. And last one. Inhale, raising it all the way up. Make sure your neck is comfortable in this one. Always use a blanket if you need any support. And on your exhalation, stretching that arm all the way out. And stay there for a moment and feel that weight sinking down into the floor. Breathing into your belly and rib cage. Long, deep exhalation. Slide your hand back, push yourself all the way up, and now we're going to work into the other side. Getting your other arm, threading the needle, taking it all the way under, head resting on the floor. Sliding your arm all the way up in front of you, but being comfortable with your shoulders. Inhale, raising your arm up, lifting that shoulder up as well. Exhale, taking your hand down and sliding your arm all the way out. Taking your hand back towards you. Inhale, raise your arm up. Exhale, sliding down and all the way out in front of you again. And last one. Inhale, raise your arm all the way up, shoulder up. Lift the chest as much as you can. And exhale, sliding it all the way back down. Rest there for a moment, settling your body down through the ground, releasing any tension. Breathing into your belly, breathing into your rib cage, exhaling slowly through your nose. Now sliding your hand back, coming all the way up. And again, working into your table position, getting your hands under your shoulders, knees hip width apart. Lift up your right knee and point your toes upwards. Lift the chest and look straight ahead. Breathe in. And exhale, take that foot forward. Remember what I told you? If your foot does not move because your hip is tight, grab it by the ankle and take it forward. Curl the back toes. Inhale, sink down into the hips, but take your hips forward, shoulders relaxed, and look straight ahead. Now sink down that little deeper if you want to go deeper into your hips. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, taking your hands behind your back. Inhaling, squeezing into the shoulder blades, and then sinking down. Looking straight ahead, keeping your hips forward. Inhale, raise your arms all the way up again. Lengthen and lift from the hips. Exhale, taking your arms all the way back down. Interlace your fingers and sink down if you can. Hips forward, shoulders back. And release. Taking your hands back onto the mat, lift that knee back up, foot back up, and take it back down. And now prepare yourself for the left side. Lifting your knee, lifting the toes, pointing them upwards. Look straight ahead, lift the chest. Inhale. And exhale, taking that foot forward. Inhale, raising your arms all the way up. Hips forward, shoulders back. Even root your tailbone down and in, feel your core is engaged. Breathe in, look straight ahead, and exhale, sink down into the hips. Try not to jut the belly out and get a deep back arch. Tuck your tailbone down and in, engage the core, and then sink down. So now you're stronger. You're holding yourself, you're being stable in the solar plexus. Taking your hands down behind your back, interlace your fingers, and stretch into those shoulder blades. Squeezing in, allowing your shoulders to sink back down. And inhale, lift your arms all the way up again. Take those hips back that little bit. On your exhalation, take your arms behind you, interlace your fingers and sink down into the hips. Your arms might move back out a little bit more. Look straight ahead. And now take your hands all the way back down to the floor. Bend that leading knee and lift your knee and lift your toes upwards towards the ceiling. Keep the hips forward. And take that knee all the way back down. And from here, curl your toes under. Push up into your down dog and stretch back into down dog. Now do the pedaling here just to release your hamstrings. Make sure that they're stretching out. We're going to start working on the hamstrings a bit here. One heel down and then taking the other heel down and coming up onto your toes. Take a deep exhalation down into your navel. And now from here, bending your knees, come up onto your toes. Your heels are quite high here. And now lengthen your spine so your tailbone is stretching away from you. Your arms are strong. Let your head hang down comfortably. Feel the length of your back. Your arms are holding you here, not your shoulders. Your arms are strong here, not your shoulder joints. And from here, look forward at the beginning of your mat, the top of your mat. Soften your shoulders, broaden your shoulders. And from here, straighten your legs and drop them down towards the floor with your heels or wherever they can go. And allow yourself to stretch. Lift that tailbone high. Good. And from here, come down onto your knees and onto your elbows. Allow your elbows to be under your shoulders, and take your head forward. Drop your chin down to the floor. Push back up with straight arms and exhale towards your heels. Drop your elbows down. Inhaling, coming forward, dropping your chin down towards the floor or just touching the floor. Push up with straight arms and come back towards your heels. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale, push up with straight arms. Exhale back. Just strengthening here, strengthening your arms. Down with the elbows. Inhale forward. Exhale, drop the chin down. Push up with straight arms, keeping your elbows in, and exhaling back towards your heels. And from here, lift and come back into your down dog. Raise your right leg up. It doesn't have to go really high. Raise it wherever you can. Bend your knee and take your knee towards the center as if you're trying to touch your nose. If you are touching your nose, squeeze the belly in, touch that nose, and then take that foot forward. You can keep the back knee down, or you can take that back leg up, and now you're in a high lunge. Lengthening from the sides of your body, softening your shoulders. Look straight ahead. Take your hips forward. Stretch up through your arms. Maybe your arms can go in line with your ears. Try it. If not, that's okay. If you have exceptionally tight shoulders, just keep your arms that little bit wider. 1 breath here. Breathe in. Exhale, come all the way back down with your hands. And now you're going to take your back foot to the front to join your leading foot. Breathe in. And as you exhale through your nose, take that foot forward. Join your 2 feet together. Inhale, half forward bend, lengthening away from your tailbone. And as you exhale, bend your knees and let your head drop down into deep Uttanasana. Maybe your head can touch towards your knees. Keeping your knees bent. Look forward, lift the head, chest, heart. Take your hands behind your back, open up that chest, and inhale, swoosh your arms all the way up, hands over your head. And as you exhale, you're going to keep moving all the way down, head towards your knees. Inhale, straighten your legs if you can, or taking your hands onto your shins. As you exhale, squeeze the belly in and drop your head down again. You can bend your knees if you want to. Now you're going to step back with your right foot. You can drop that right knee down into the floor, or you can keep that back leg up to come up into your high lunge. Lift the chest. Take your hips forward, root your tailbone down and in, even engaging your Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor. You're stabilizing in the center, your solar plexus. Look straight ahead. Work with your arms, whatever you can do with your arms, stretching them up high, softening your shoulders, taking them wide if your shoulders are tight. Stretch through that back leg. Breathe in, and on your exhalation, taking your hands all the way back down, and again, taking that back foot forward to the front of your mat. Straightening your legs, inhale, draw your belly in, but lengthen. Prepare to exhale, taking your whole torso down towards your knees. Bend your knees if you want to. If you have the flexibility, just try and get your hips are coming over. Your belly is coming down over the top of your thighs into a deep, deep forward bend. And again, half forward bend. Inhale, hands on your shins. Lengthening, feel that lengthening in your back, your tailbone stretching away from you, and as you exhale, dropping all the way back down again. Bending your knees, moving your shoulders back, arms back behind you, stretch through your hands and your fingers, and inhale, swoosh your hands all the way up over your head, join your hands together, over your head. Inhaling and exhaling, taking your thumbs to your heart. Now we're going to go a little bit deeper and do a gentle sun salutation. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, lengthening forward and down, trying to get over your legs. Inhale, half forward bend, hands on your shins. Exhale, drop all the way back down. Step back with your left foot. Take your left knee down. Inhale, lift up into a nice lunge. Exhale, back down. From here, we're going to move straight into down dog. Breathe in, step back into your down dog. And coming down onto your knees, elbows well tucked in, bum back towards your heels. Inhale, slide your body through. Chin is on the floor, bum is up high. Stretch your legs out and place your whole body flat down on the mat. Inhale, lift head and heart. Exhale, dropping down. Inhale, lift head, heart, chest. Exhale, dropping down, ensuring your elbows stay well in. One more time, cobra. Inhale, lift head and heart, chest. Exhale, dropping all the way down. Curl your toes under, push up. Keep your knees on the floor. And now lift your knees up and exhale back into your down dog. Breathe into your belly, exhale down into your navel. Softening your shoulders. Your arms are strong here. Breathe long, slow, deep breaths, developing a strong respiratory system. Now raise your left leg up wherever it can comfortably go. Bend your knee, take it right in towards your middle and then take that foot forward, dropping your back knee down and inhale, lift all the way up, lifting your chest, lifting up from the hips. Exhale, come all the way back down, back foot to the front. Breathe in, half forward bend. Exhaling, deep forward bend. And soften your knees. Any issues with your lower back, remember from my last classes, bend your knees and then inhale, swoosh up with your arms. Hands over your head and exhaling, thumbs to heart. We're going to do the right side of the body now. Inhale, raising your arms up, lift the chest, lengthen, remember Tandasana, rooting your tailbone down and in, drawing your navel in, standing in your Tandasana with straight arms. Breathe in. Exhaling, lengthening forward and down. Always breathing in out through your nose for this particular class. Inhale, lengthen forward with your whole body, looking forward on your mat, on your floor. Exhaling, stepping back with your right knee, dropping your right knee down into the floor and lift all the way up. You can keep your back toes curled if it's comfortable or drop the toes behind you. This is beginner's class. Listen to what your body needs to do. Exhale, coming all the way back down. Now lift up that back knee and step back into your down dog. Make sure you're not overstretching like this with your feet far away behind you. Walk them to the point where you can feel you can lengthen your body. Take your rib cage towards your legs. Draw your belly in as you exhale deep into your navel. Taking your knees back down into the floor, keeping your elbows well in, hug your elbows into your body, pressing your hands deeply down into the mat, splaying your fingers, come forward, drop your chin down towards the floor or touching the floor but not strongly, just tipping off it. Your bum is up in the air. And now lengthen your body all the way down into the mat and back into a baby cobra. Inhale, lifting head, heart, chest. Exhaling, coming all the way back down. We're going to do this one more time. Work the back. Inhaling, lifting head, heart, chest. Squeeze the belly in. If you have any issues with your lower back, stay down low. And back down. Curl your toes under. Lift your knees up and stretch back into your down dog. Walking your feet about 6 inches forward. Very important. Your last down dog. So lift up high. Big breath into your belly, exhaling deeply, drawing your navel in. Now raise that right leg up wherever you can comfortably. that knee, take it into your center of your mat and take your foot forward, dropping your back knee down. And inhale, lift up. Lift up as if you're trying to rise from the hips, but your hips are squaring forward. Root your tailbone down and in. Arms up, breathe in. And exhale, come all the way back down. Back into your table position. And that is one round of the sun salutation, which is a lovely practice to do morning time, evening time. Whenever you have the time, just click on this and do a nice gentle sun salutation. Good. And now from here, I'm just going to stretch out your hamstrings for you. So from here, hands back on your mat into your flat of your hands or the tips of your fingers, whatever is the most comfortable for you. Raise your right knee up and right toes up, point them upwards, and take that foot forward and rest on your heel and have your toes pointing upwards. Stretch that back leg out a little bit if you feel you have more space to do that and a stretch in your legs to do that. Place your toes down onto the floor. And now square your hips forward. Sink the hips down but lengthen your spine. Open the chest. And you're going to get this beautiful stretch here into your hamstrings, into the back of your legs. If you need more of a stretch, slide those hips forward that little bit more. Keep your hips squaring. Keep those hips forward. If you feel you want to lower your body down a little bit for more of an effect, then taking your hands forward and dropping your body down. But keep the integrity of a straight back, straight spine. This is about lengthening, not deep forward bend. Now sliding your hands back, bring that foot all the way back and now work with your left leg. Back into your table position, splaying your fingers, knees hip width apart. Lift up that left knee and lift up your foot, toes pointing upwards. Square your hips, square your chest forward. Breathe in and take that foot forward and slide it forward and make sure you're landing on your heel. Your toes are pointing upwards towards the ceiling. If you want to stretch that back leg out a little bit more, go ahead and do it. Keep your toes flat on the mat. Square your hips forward, square your shoulders forward, and enjoy that stretch in your hamstrings. If you want to take your hands forward a little bit more, go ahead, take your hands forward a little bit more. If you have that stretch in you, go ahead and do it. Softening your shoulders, softening your face. And walk your hands back. Slide that foot all the way back. And come back down and sit cross-legged if it's comfortable for you. Get a book or a block or a cushion and sit on your book or block or cushion if you need to, just to feel that little bit more comfortable for your hips. So your knees are dropping down that little bit lower and you're comfortable with your spine. And quieten the body down here. Quieten your body. Calm your nerves. Calm your thoughts. Calm the whole system down. Close your eyes. Take a breath right up into the top of your head. And as you lean forward, exhale in a deep sigh. Come back up, breathe in. As you lean forward, exhale in a deep sigh. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. And come back into a seated position. Inhaling, raising your arms all the way up over your head. Exhale down into the crown. Inhale, raising your arms all the way up. Exhale down into your brow. Inhale, raising your arms all the way up. Exhale down with your fingers on your chin, by your throat with your thumbs. Inhale all the way back up. And exhale your thumbs down, connecting to the heart. Inhale, taking your arms out. Raise them all the way up over your head. Exhaling, taking your hands all the way down and placing them on your knees. Soften your mind, your body. Close your eyes. Feel that expansion now in your breath. Feel that release from all that beautiful movement and breath work. Lift the corners of your mouth, smile from the inside. Now is a nice time if you wanted to set an intention for yourself for the day, for the week, for an hour. A positive intention, and keep it simple. Softening your forehead. And taking your hands back to your heart, drop your chin down. Take one last breath before we finish up. Take a breath in. Exhale the breath right down through to your tailbone, down into the ground. Gently open your eyes. And namaste. Thanking you very, very much for joining me in this class. And see you again soon. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this. Do it again and repeat it, and you will eventually get into the move, the groove and the rhythm of breath and posture work. Namaste everybody. Thank you.